Welcome back to DROD. What is this again? This is Outings with a Delver. That's right. Outings with a Delver, split personality. We finished the temporal split points last time, so that gives us a choice of Mimic, Clone, or Decoy. Decoy is the one I'm most potentially worried about, so I think that's where I'm going to go first. Assuming that these are, in fact, branches like that, but these were all temporal projection rooms, so I assume so. Oh, we got a guard. Well, that makes the decoys pretty easy to get to. What's the trick here? I put the decoy... I guess what I do is I put the decoy on the pressure plates back here. And then that gives me a time limit to do things. Are any of these eyes wakeable? This one's wakeable. Does it being wakeable matter? Not sure. The other problem... Well, okay, immediately one thing I see that I want to try. So if I put these on the opposite side... That might give me more time, but I don't know. I can't ever get enough distance to get him to switch his sword in a fun way. Okay, well, we can do that at least. If I do this... Yeah... That's not enough time. Okay, let's undo. I'm not sure about this. If I go back here, I can get the goblin around. This... very easily... Oh, this doesn't... Ah, okay. That might be all I needed to do then. I thought I had to kill the eye as well without this being pressured. So doing the opposite side gives me a little bit more time. I wonder if having my sword facing in a way... Okay, I can still turn. That might slow the guard down a little bit. Yeah, and then that's the problem with waking that guy up early. Yeah, so I need to be a lot faster over here, so I thought this might be an issue. Well... Okay. That last one I don't need to kill. Let's watch the guard this whole time. Actually. Well, I say I don't need to kill that one, but... Obviously, keeping the goblin alive will not help me in any way. the goblin can't interact with the guard's not going to pay attention to the goblin. There's nothing I can do with that. So this is a timer. So now, the other thing I can do, this might be possible. Okay, what happens if I do this? We're going for that one because it was placed later. Okay. Well, I can do that. Does that give me enough time? I think it would have if I'd done this better. Problem is, I'm not killing this goblin fast enough. Okay, well... Can I... Yeah, I can just get the goblin out. Okay, in that case... There we go. That should do it. Lots of time. Just a matter of using your tools for more than the initially obvious. That's a lot of decoys. 3 potions and 2 pre-placed. 3 pre-placed. Here's the spinning Omplic doesn't die spot. If I do nothing, does the Omplic just walk into the trap? Of course it does. Omplics aren't very smart. So that means... on this turn, I need to do something with the Omplic to keep it alive. Assuming, of course, that I actually want it to be alive. Well, I got it to do that. Alright. I hadn't even looked at it, but I guess I wanted it to destroy this orb because I probably don't want to hit that. So is that all I needed you for? Looks an awful lot like I need to hit this fuse. If you were here, would that work? Through the head, through the Ormite. Maybe. This might be a good spot. Let's just confirm that. Yes, okay. So from here, or I guess from the top row, but I don't see that happening. Well, I do see a way to... What does this do? Alright, I guess what I'm actually doing here is... that. Nope. Still not keeping the Omplic alive. Okay. And I'm just assuming that I want all these decoys only for this. Does your... Okay, I mean, I can do that, but that only stops you one turn instead of two. Before I get into this, let's look at the rest of this room for a second. Okay, I can very obviously kill both of these rattlesnakes on my own. I don't need any help with that. I probably want to do that. If you're dead and you're open... It looks like I'm being asked to set up something really complicated here, and that's where... This is where the decoy potions become scary, because like these could be used anywhere. Okay, well, what if I do this? That is way out of range. Okay. It would also result in Omplic death here. Does opening that right away make a difference? Thing is, I have to actually step here. And I want to hit that and that, but not this. Which is doable if I have the Omplic already in position. For what it's worth, there are trapdoor gates here, which will fall when I do that. I dropped that in order to release a Wraithwing who probably cuts a beam, which I guess is necessary while I'm standing up here in order to get the Omplic to face the right way. There's no space on this island to ever place a decoy. Not before the bomb or the snake has already been dealt with. And these poor rattlesnakes, they find themselves in the weirdest places. If they were serpents, they'd be dead, but because they're not serpents, they can just get stuck instead. Which is arguably worse. Just sit here for all eternity until someone blows you up. Okay, so, right, well. So, really, the trick here is going to involve doing something... Something with this Omplic. I am considering this orientation. If I put you up here, it doesn't matter, you go the same way regardless. Right, so now if I do this, it's too late because you're still dead. And do I really want to be killing that with a decoy? Well, one thing I could be doing I do that. And that gets you to slide. That gets you to slide. So what's your behavior? Well, at that point I think you look at me, because I'm close enough. So if I wanted you slide, I mean that's not going to happen. I'm thinking if I step here, I can do something. But then you just die because you need to slide that way. Is that possible? Well, if I do this... Well, that's death. Can't. Like, what happens if I do something like this? Really? Decoy dies at the start of the turn? On hot tiles? Because I'm thinking now if I did something like this. Yeah, you just die instantly. If I do that. Then you still got the hot. You haven't slid. But from this angle, I mean, I can get you over this way. Yeah, the start of this room. Like, once the room's started, we don't ever want to hit that. We want to hit this. So let's say we've just done that. That's easy enough to deal with. This I can deal with whenever. That releases the Wraithwing, who naturally, I guess, avoids hitting the Conflict Beam. So if I do something like that, I can break the beam. I wonder if that's enough height. Well, regardless, none of that matters if I can't figure out this part. I mean, there's not a lot of options at the beginning. Okay, one thing I could do is probably terrible. Nope, I can't get there in time. I'm gonna say is that I can just put the first decoy on the center tile, but that doesn't work at all. Alright, and I assume I don't want to go this way. Well, maybe we just never break that. Well, it can't turn, that's the thing. No, and 3, 4, 5. So it has to be in this row. The Omplic can see B-throw. B-throw's on the top here. But at that point, the Omplic is either facing this way or this way. Which means we're not getting it to here. Once we get it to here, it's fine. I think the room just solves itself at that point. Once it's here, it's not going to die. So it's just a matter of dealing with this. And no matter where I put these, like I want to hit that. I don't necessarily need to hit that right now, but I can't see any reason why I wouldn't want to. Since I have to delay you for a turn, and the alternative is too slow. Because that's the other way to get you to turn to face here. Of course, then you also just die. So it's not great. Like, I noticed that this is set up to have a sword to reflect the Omplik beam on. This like, I could potentially could maybe potentially get a sword across here. Like if I did something like this. Assuming you were alive and I had the time to do it, you would not be turned and you'd be stuck until I stab this. Which would be ideal because then I can get you from here to here. Assuming that you're dead. Nothing like that's going to work. I'm assuming I do stab this eventually. Let's count some squares here. Yeah, as long as I can get you here, I think I can do... Can I? Can I do the dance? To get over here with you facing... Well, I want them over here as long as you're facing in this direction, which you will be if you're chasing after me. You're guaranteed to continue sliding along there as long as I continue running along here. So really it's just killing you without the Omplik dying. So things that I can affect here. My current sword orientation, that's the thing I can affect. I don't have any time to turn it, obviously. We want to do that. Problem with this setup is that you just walk here. Like if it wasn't for that, I'd be able to do something with it. If I go up here, it still rotate the same way. What if I go here? Then you go like that. Okay. We did a thing. I have to step. Okay. That was all it was. This is the one I didn't want to hit? Yes. Alright. Well, we're not done. Because if I do this... Wait. Oh, I'm... stuck. Okay. I'm stuck here as well, can't do anything. And I want both of you to be dead. So I need to kill you at this point. So the room's not done. Okay, well that's another use for the Wraithwing. Perhaps a more sensible use for the Wraithwing. Yeah, now I've got... Okay. If you ever step off of there, then I lose the mission. Excellent. Okay, well you've been dealt with. Whoops, let's just kill you. Right, and so that lets me... Let's see if this works. It does, okay. And that was it. So that was a pretty tricky start. Thanks for the lamppost, although I guess I could have just killed it on the room boundary too. Now that was a hard room. Again, placing decoys. You can go anywhere. Alright. What's up here? Well, I get a staff. In fact, it looks like I have 4 staff decoys. Okay. I only get to go through here once, so however many decoys I want to place, which is probably 1 in each of these chambers, I get 4, and they're all going to have a staff. Is this a toggle? Yes, toggle both. Okay. With each enemy type? Well, I mean, they're all toggles, but I can do these as, Missing. As long as they're all being held down. What do you do? You open that. Okay, so I just have to wait here and then get through without affecting anything. I do know this is very close to this. So that's a potential cause for concern. But I don't need all 8 of these held down simultaneously, continuously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well... Immediately I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking... Because like, there are 4 monsters here, I guess I could talk about all the... Well, I think faster than I speak. That's a big part of the problem. Like, I've already parsed a whole bunch of this stuff, and I just haven't been talking about it. Yeah, there are 4 different monsters here. Each one has different movements. Gel Baby probably goes here, because that's the only one I'm going to stick on that kind of a setup. Looking at these, Omplic and Construct should be okay, because they'll dance back and forth. And then Roach, same as Gel Baby, but obviously, if you do it on a diagonal, you'll get vertical preference, whereas if you're just straight on, the Roach won't be a problem. Alright, so I guess we'll just start placing... And I guess the reason we have a staff is so that we don't get to reflect the Omplic. Now this one is potentially tricky, but I happen to know I've built a room based around this. The construct will dance back and forth here if it's next to a decoy. And then here... would an Omplic? This one I don't actually know. Because these both look like... Well, I mean, Construct wouldn't work for this either. An Omplic will do the back and forth dance same as a Construct will. So if these 2 squares were like this, then it would be okay. Alright, well... What am I waiting on this for? Oh, I'm stuck on the arrow. That's what this is about. So everything has to be in place before. I'm wondering... Like, this is the hard one. If an on-click is in here... Like, let's say I have the on-click up here, stuck on my sword, which I'm pretty sure I can set up with these tunnels. I should be able to set something up. Then it will come down. It'll go in here once I move my sword. And then it'll follow me. Once it sees the decoy, it will come down here, and then it'll try to sidestep around the staff, turn to face the decoy, and then it'll move here and it'll just get stuck. But I think that gives me enough time to get past this door. So I think I've dealt with the complicating issue there. Now, it would be kind of nice to have a staff for this part, but I guess it's not strictly necessary. We'll do the easy ones first. In fact, oh, right. Okay, you can only move onto a tunnel in that situation. Okay, so those two, super easy, as expected. I guess the other thing I could do is I could kill the construct and then have it respawn at a certain timing. Maybe that's why this timer is so long. There we go. Construct does what it does, and the same thing would have happened over here. So if I had the staff not here, for example, I could get construct to go back and forth like that, or on-click at a slower pace. Alright, on-click, be nice to me. I mean, I could take the tunnel. Isn't quite what I wanted. It's like I could just run down here now. But I'm too slow. Yeah, and because of the way this is set up, I can't reflect off of anything else. Okay, well, we'll get my sword facing the way that I want it. Okay, well, this'll work. Just be on the other side. There we go. And then as long as I am close enough for that... Oh, I was not expecting that. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, that does make sense. Your preferred spot's blocked, but you still try to sidestep around. Alright, and then I guess we kill that construct last, because otherwise it'll... respawn, potentially. Yeah, these on-flicks being tricky. I'm starting to think that on-flick might be one of ThemsAllTook's monsters, because they've shown up. I remember on-flick's doing some things in his other hold as well. Uh-oh. Double challenge? Wait, I could actually read them. I'm just confirming that it was a double challenge and then a reset. Kill the Tar Mother before turn 30. Don't kill the Tar Mother before turn 30. Okay, so I mean, this might not actually be a challenge. This might just be a... There are two solutions to this room. No idea initially which one's going to be harder. The difference, I guess, is that I get... Does anything else close that? Just that. Okay, so if I kill the Tar Mother before turn 30... Let's do that one first. Kill Tar Mother before turn 30. To do that, I have to turn these on. Okay, I see. I see how that would be done. Now let's give myself maximal time. Okay, spear goes here. Let's do this one just to save ourselves. There we go. So we killed the Tar Mother with the multi-push. And doing it that way, I managed to save myself an extra decoy, which presumably I will need. Like for this, for example. So what can I do here? Well, there's a bomb, which I can blow up. I think this is going to be bad to blow up, but let's just see what it does. Okay, as expected, it creates problems. So we probably just ignore this at this point. As for this... I guess we want to open that before we wake up the eye. That'll be tricky. I mean, I guess what it means is we push the baby on there. So... Okay, I think this is a little bit tricky here, but the way this might work is if I do this and then have a spear, I can do that, and I don't kill the baby and I get it out. Then, this is a good use of multiple weapon tokens. Do that. Everything is clear. Quick kill. So we did kill the mother before turn 30. So now if we don't kill her before turn 30, doesn't matter which of those I hit, I just felt like hitting that one. So we're not killing her. That means we absolutely need this covered. Will Tar grow under a spear? I think it will. So I think what this is saying... And as long as we have one potion left, we can solve this the same way. Where it becomes interesting is if we don't have one potion left, and then we still have to solve this. I mean, we're also going to have to kill this at some point, which I guess means we need to... Well, that just means that we need a spear facing in this direction for our third decoy. So we will have a potion left, but it's going to be with a spear. We don't want anything to ever hit here. So... Right, I can't place anything on here. This is a problem already, because if I do that, that blows up, which is probably not good. Although... Hold on. If I... do that. I've only used one. They're going to be attracted to that decoy, so they'll never get out. The problem with this is I need to kill those, which I think would require 2 of these at the end. I don't think I can just flood the room with Briar. And the other problem is, if I ever want to kill this mother, I have to do that. Because it's not going to be possible to get a double push any other way. I wouldn't want to anyway. So really this is the problem. Now if I can get one of you standing over this without blowing up the bomb, which is what I was trying to do originally. Like if I do... I mean, I'm way too slow for one thing. Okay, well maybe I can do this with just one. Let's not... Okay, and I was a little bit inefficient with my start. So I could do that and get out. So I would have one more turn if I did this. And then the solution works. Do that again. Okay. So we've defused that problem. And then I guess the rest of the room still solved the same way. Been over 30 turns, so that's probably okay. At least the rest of this room's really fast. Slow kill. It's weird backwards tunnels. Alright, well that was 4 rooms as opposed to, well, I guess 4 and 4. Any possibility of secret here? Not that I can see. Alright. 4 rooms, but I did have to do a little bit of that one room twice. Which is okay. I don't feel like either of those were particularly hard, so it wasn't challenges in the sense of here's the harder way to do the room, but more just, you know, there are 2 completely different solutions to the room, or at least to the first part of the room, so here, do both of them. And I think that's a good use of challenges. I like this. And I'm very grateful that the rest of the room was pretty fast and trivial once you figured out how to solve it one time. You didn't need to, you know, do another 2,000 moves after defusing the trap. So yeah, that was good. The decoys treated me pretty well. Clones or mimics next? Well, I guess we'll find out next time. I will see you then.